Minister's comments about Jammu and Kashmir, about Pakistan-Occupied Kashmir and the historical role that Jawaharlal Nehru has played continued to rile the opposition. To sum up first what the Home Minister said, this was during the debate on the Jammu and Kashmir reservation and the Jammu and Kashmir reorganization amendment bills. During the course of the debate, Home Minister said that this was a necessary amendment that was being brought about, because it made provisions for other than backward classes, replacing the terminology of weaker section, which dealt with more of a social class. Home Minister said that Congress party has always backstabbed the OBC, drawing a reference to the Mandal Commission, and that first drew protests from the opposition ranks, from the ranks of the Congress party. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary led the charge, but all hell broke loose when the Home Minister started speaking about Pakistan-Occupied Kashmir. First and foremost, he said POK is ours, that is India's, and we will take it back. But then he said POK could have been ours for the last 75 years or so if the ceasefire back in 1948 had been delayed by just 3 days. What the Home Minister said was that the call to ask the army to just stay put where they were resulted in a situation where Pakistan occupied Muzaffarabad and those parts of Kashmir. Farooq Abdullah, the former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, son of Sheikh Abdullah, who was in charge of matters in Jammu and Kashmir back then, and a National Conference senior leader, he said, and later to the media, that this was a distortion of the truth. The reality is that to save Rajouri and Poonch, it was necessary to call for the ceasefire. Otherwise, if the army had not called for a ceasefire back then, perhaps Rajouri and Poonch areas would not have been a part of India. So there's back and forth on what really led to creation of Pakistan-Occupied Kashmir between the Treasury and the opposition side. Then came the criticism of the first Prime Minister of the country, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Home Minister said that these are Nehruvian blunders. He quoted the then Prime Minister Pandit Nehru's correspondence with Sheikh Abdullah and said that the Pandit Nehru, the first Prime Minister himself, had accepted that it was a mistake to take the Kashmir issue to the United Nations. This again, led to a lot of protests from the opposition side. Farooq Abdullah once again said that, I will not put Nehru in the dock, even though he arrested my father, Sheikh Abdullah. There is a context in which you have to analyze the decisions that were taken by Pandit Nehru. He said that, the decision to take it to United Nations had the support of Sardar Patel as well, somebody who is revered by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Congress party had walked out, and that walkout also led to snide remarks from the Treasury side. Instead of calling it Nehruvian blunder, they said it should be called Himalayan Blunder, perhaps drawing a reference to what happened in the first Indo-China war as well. And even now, when we are waiting for the Rajya Sabha to debate and to take a look at the Jammu and Kashmir reorganization and the Jammu and Kashmir reservation bills. Now, what is the importance of these two bills? Politics aside, these two bills are looking for giving nominated member status to Kashmiri Pandits and to people who are in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Like I said, Home Minister said POK is ours and we will take it back. So there is provision being made that as and when POK is reclaimed by India, if it is reclaimed, people from POK should have representation in the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly. Omar Abdullah, again former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir and a National Conference leader, has said that this should have been a decision taken by an elected Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir and not nominated by the LG. He said, is this a backdoor entry by the Bharatiya Janata Party? Perhaps because they fear that if elections happen, they will not get the numbers, and therefore they want the support of nominated members nominated by the LG to pull them through in a crisis situation. So a lot of political back and forth happening, even as we await and see what other firework awaits Home Minister Amit Shah when he presents these two bills for consideration of the upper house.